Hey guys, how's it going? It's been ages since I uploaded one of my actual builds, so I'm really happy to bring you this Vault 88 build that I've been working on for a long time. I went on holiday in the middle of building this for like a month, and when I got back there was so many new games to play that this thing kind of got a bit lost. And I only finished it off in the last week or so. So yeah, I'm excited to show you this because I wanted to do something a little bit different for a vault. I wanted to not use the actual vault bits to build the sort of main bit. I wanted to keep it like a subway station. So let's take a look. So I wanted the whole place to look like it still could be a subway station, but that it had slowly been converted over time, and eventually it became a vault later. So I've kept the actual vault areas sort of high up where the settlers would be safe from any attacks, even though they spend 90% of the time down here. And I've made the lower area almost like I wanted it to have an outside feel to it as well, and that's why there's so many plants. And I also wanted to make it look a bit like a hotel, so it is the hotel vault of the wasteland. So all those posters, those huge banners, are part of an awesome mod which I will link in the description because I can't remember the name of it at the moment because I use so many of them. But I just like the way that this doesn't immediately look like a vault until you get to the upper levels. It's got a very sort of gloomy, futuristic feel about it. And we have this is a very serious looking gentleman. Good day, sir. I would like one hotel room, please. No? I don't think we're going to get much out of him because he's a statue. It's really difficult to get somebody to stand there, so I just put a statue there instead. Same with the barkeep. I'm afraid it's self-service, guys. I absolutely love these light walls. A part of the Settlement Objects expansion pack. They were added to that mod in September as one of the many updates. That's one of the mods that I use that gets updated all the time with new items. So if you want some really exciting stuff to put in your settlements on Xbox One or PC, check out the Settlement Objects expansion pack because it's got everything. So I wanted this nice little area to just kind of sit and chill out and just look over the whole ground floor. And we'll get to the vault areas later on. But for now, we will check out this. I guess you could call it a shopping area. Oh, hello, sir. I can't remember where I got those the roof bits with the plants on. I think they're part of the Cabin in the Woods mod. I think. It's been so long since I built this bit. This is one of the first bits I did. We've got another one of my Sin statues. I love those things. They look so creepy. It's just a vanilla statues with a synth uniform. So we've got a little storage area inside a boxcar. I think I achieved my goal of making this build a bit more random. Instead of making everything the same theme, I tried to incorporate a little bit of, you know, bits of stuff that I don't usually use, like the boxcars, and then I went back to using glass, of course, for everything in that corner. But yeah, I like the little garden areas and the little effects created by the fires are nice. And because this vault build area is so massive, I've managed to build in this area with loads of detail and not get any lag or frame drops whatsoever, compared to the last build I did in Sanctuary, which everything moved in slow motion because it was so laggy. It's really nice to be able to build at a high level of detail and not get any frame drops whatsoever. So I call this bit Hallucigen Gardens because it's, well, like a garden, I guess. This is where I put the bits from the actual Vault-Tec quest, which, to be honest, I found a little bit shit, if I'm honest. I was really excited to build in the vault, but the whole little, you know, you find the vault, there's an overseer there, and you get a few people in, one of them's a little bit slow, and then you kind of torture them through exercise. It's a bit lazy, but I did it. It was okay. I ended up, I think I kicked the overseer out at the end. I don't like having too many ghouls around. I don't know, maybe I feel like they're a bit unlucky. But anyway, so I've always got a nice area of plants, so the settlers have got plenty to eat. Now this is one of the few impenetrable entrances and exits I have to this area, because when I was building I kept getting attacked by super mutants, and the attacks used to last ages because the sort of second attack wave, the first attack wave would spawn inside the vault, but the second attack wave would be like miles away down the tunnels, and you'd have to go and find them or just wait around. So I decided to build a ridiculous amount of doors to get through, so that by the time the enemies have made their way through the doors, the turrets have had time to take them out, and the settlers are nowhere near there, so the enemies have got nothing to shoot at except the turrets. So since I put that in, I've actually had no attacks. I'm not sure how long it took me to finish this off, maybe like 15 hours, so that's quite a long time. But yeah, the defense on this exit is a little bit more for show. I didn't really want to build down the tunnel. I know there's been a few people who've shown some really brilliant builds, Jug especially, and I think Elite One did one as well where he showed how to build down this tunnel. But I spent so long building that, you know, building that main bit, that, to be honest, I could not be bothered to build in the rest of the vault. I think, you know, this place is finished, it's time to move on to something else. But so that's very well protected as well. Now there is another exit, but I'll show you that later on, because that's like the main bit, and also the bit that took me the longest. So we're going to pop upstairs and have a look at the actual vault. So you can get around the back of everything around there. As I say, it's a little bit unfinished, I haven't quite blocked everything up, but you don't really see it because you never need to go around there for anything. So this is the medical bay. Now this is deliberately badly lit, again trying to avoid frame rate problems. I didn't put as many lights in. Usually my settlements are super bright, lit up with all different colours and stuff, but I really don't think that this place needs it. I think it benefits from being a bit gloomy. The sort of constant wind sound that you get in here, and just the general feel of the place, it's very open, it's very almost lonely. So I didn't want to sort of overdo the lighting this time around. This bit is, I remember seeing a movie once where there was a guy who sat in a boardroom and he had a cylinder and he used to put messengers in it, and then he'd press a button and it'd shoot off somewhere different in the building. So that was like a little tribute to that, but I can't remember what film it was. So if anybody remembers what film that was, please let me know in the comments, because I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I just remember that one bit. Anyway, on the upper floor we have the living area and recreation area, lockers for the settlers to put their shit in, and an actual shitter for the settlers to put actual shit in. I've got a few weights to lift. I haven't had that weightlifting ghost bug yet where the weight moves up and down by itself. Maybe that's because nobody uses them, because all my settlers, all they do is sleep. I swear to God, if I was to look at the time now, it's like the middle of the day. They've got shops. They've all got jobs, and they never get out of bed. They're useless. It's done nothing to affect the happiness of the settlement, but every time I come here, they're in bed all the time. Apart from that one guy who's like creeping around on the ground floor. And this is the shopping area that they are supposed to be working in. So this bit took ages because I couldn't get the walls to... Those walls won't snap to the vault bits that are surrounding them. So I had to kind of figure out a way to get them in there. And I had to I built this entire bit, and then I had to get rid of it all and put the walls in first, and then just build around them using various glitches to get everything to eventually snap together. But this is probably my favourite little bit of the settlement because I just love the bright blue lights. So looking down there, that is like the really tough exit. That is another bit that took me forever, but we'll see that in a minute. So this part of the vault, this is my personal quarters where I do my personal stuff, which is not for anybody else, just me. Lots of greenery as always. I love my shrubs, I love my trees, love a bit of greenery in my settlements, especially indoors. I can't imagine if it was, you know, actual greenery, it wouldn't survive very long, would it, in a vault? But it's not real, is it? It's a game. I forget that sometimes. I forget this is just a game. I take it way too seriously. Got my power armor there from Nuka World. What the fuck are you doing? You might want to take a walk outside, son, before you get a beat down. Oh, they just pop out of nowhere, these bloody settlers. Yeah, that's where I sleep. My awesome little picture there. And my little Mac with its little keyboard. I didn't even know there was keyboards. That must have been added as one of the updates while I was away. And I came back and there was all these new things to play with. Yeah, you better get out, son, before I slap the taste out of your mouth. So upstairs, I was trying to think of something to build up here that I'd never built before. So I thought I would build my own little TV studio where I sit in front of a camera and talk about all the stuff I get up to in the wasteland. You know, I could go out and scavenge and kill some raiders and then come back and make like a vlog. So I've set up this, I don't know why I put so many disco lights in here. I think maybe I was going to make it into like a nightclub, and then I thought that's a bit boring because none of the settlers would ever come up here. But there's my director's chair there, with tons of booze and drugs to keep the director crazy, and then that is where I sit, I imagine, with a co-host. I'll probably get Piper up here, and we give our story of survival. So that's the story behind that room. And there's just a bunch of posters because I didn't want to leave that wall blank, because it was blank for ages, that bit. And another thing that I've never done before, which again is something that I have seen other people do, and something I wanted to try, was a little bowling alley. So this is my little private bowling alley where I can bring my little friends for a Nuka-Cola. I think this bit was... I lost a lot of this build halfway through. I built a ton of stuff and I didn't save, and I had a game crash. And the game crashed right as I'd finished the first version of that bowling alley. And that is why it looks a little bit lazy, that bit, because the second time I did it, I was really, really angry that I lost about 6 hours. And that's something that has not happened to me since this game first came out. I've been really, really lucky with crashes. So, we get a nice, lovely view of the whole place from up here. I love these roof bits. I'm 99% sure that these roofs come with the Cabin in the Woods mod. I'm not sure how I got them to snap up there, because they only tend to snap to other stuff from the same mod, and I haven't used anything else from that mod, I don't think. Anyway, I think we will go and take a look at this area, because this area gave me a lot of grief to build. Now I wanted to block this entire area. I wanted blocked up, and I only wanted one way in and one way out. So basically this is the point where the settlers are going to be venturing deeper into the vault. When more people come here, this is where they're going to go through. This is like the airport security of the vault. So you've got the elevator there for getting everybody's luggage up, and this is the main vault door. So the important people are going to be in the area that we've just seen, and then all the other settlers are going to live through here. Now I haven't really built much in this bit yet. I think it's going to be something for a part 2, because Jesus Christ, this has been going on for 15 minutes. So you can see this sort of bit here. That looks a bit messy, but it is the only way that I could get that vault door to snap in there and look like it was completely sealed off without any gaps. It took me ages to get that to snap in, because it's really sort of awkward to get that vault door to snap in, but I did it in the end. And then I did this bit, which looks equally cool with the big green heads again. So once the settlers got through the vault door, they would come down here, and this is where they will be screened and tested for whatever diseases they might have picked up in the wasteland. So they'd have to come down here and look at the big scary heads, and then they would see this door, and it would fill them with bone-chilling terror, because they will come into here, they will get de-radiated, and then they will have to sit in these things while my scientists pick through their brains and their dreams. Actually, now I think about it, I've thought about this quite a lot. Got a whole little backstory going on with this place. So yeah, this is as far as I've got with the build. So I guess after this bit I shall have to extend it further, and we shall have to have a proper little sort of vault village for all the other settlers when they turn up, because I turned off the recruitment beacon because I didn't want too many people running about when I was building. So yeah, that area in the corner that's just got the red walls, that's those walls can be removed and I can continue building. But for now, yeah, that's pretty much yeah, I just need to take those 2 walls out and I can continue. So yeah, but that is it for the moment. That is the vault. That is the tiny little build that I've done that's taken 2 months. So what I'm going to do, I've actually started another playthrough with a totally different set of mods. I've got rid of all the green mods, and I've got rid of the nice weather, and I've replaced them with a winter mod and a winter overhaul and some really extreme stormy weather mods to make everything crazy. And I'm doing another playthrough, and I'm about 15 hours into it, and all I've done is build. I thought, oh, I'll experience the story in a new way with new weather and like really dark nights and really high difficulty. And all I've done is I've got to about level 12 and I've just stuck around Sanctuary, and I've built a great big warehouse, and I've built like another house on top of a house that's already there, and it's just, I'm just addicted to building, and yet it takes me 2 months to get a video out like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do some smaller ones. I'm going to do some more lore friendly builds. I'm going to use less mods because I want to try out some different atmospheric mods instead of building mods, and at the moment all these building mods are taking up all the room. And another reason I want to do smaller builds is because I want more time to play Skyrim, because Skyrim is going to take over my life when I get it. I haven't got it yet because I'm playing a different RPG and I want to finish that first. But anyway, for now, thank you very much for watching, guys. And thank you to everybody who's subscribed while I haven't been releasing anything, because I've had about 25 new subscribers in the last month and I haven't put any videos out, so thanks guys. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys a lot sooner this time with a new build. And I hope you all have a super day.